Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Essence Reflections Tarot. My name is Krista, and this is your reading for the week of July 15th to 21st, 2019. And it is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. And if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can find out when your video comes out next week. And if you're not new, welcome also. It's great to have you back. And let's just get started here and see what's happening for you this week, Sagittarius. In the physical, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. In the emotional, we have the Fool. In the mental, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. And in the spiritual, we have the Emperor. So, right off the top, I see that we have the Queen of Swords in reverse here. And to me, that always indicates our inner critic. It is like you have a new opportunity here, something kind of wonderful and fresh and new and kind of vulnerable happening for you emotionally. But this inner critic is really, really harsh right now and is possibly kind of raining on that parade. We can see here with the Eight of Cups in reverse, it's like the carry through of what this Queen of Swords is doing is really causing a damper on your everyday life and on what's happening around you physically and what's going on for you. It really looks like what's happening for you emotionally has really kind of upset the apple cart for you in terms of your thinking and in terms of how things are going on around you. It's like you used to have all of your emotions nicely in a row and all lined up and they made sense to you and you understood them, but suddenly there's something new that it's not something horrible. It's not like it's the Moon card here where it's something harsh and new or big from your past coming back to you. This is something else, but it's like the newness of it has awakened your inner critic who thinks that they are protecting you, who thinks that it's their job to tell you all of the things that could go wrong, to tell you all of the ways that you're making mistakes. We have to remember with our subpersonalities that they're there for a reason, a very good reason. They were there at some point to try and protect us, and we needed them to help us get through whatever it was in the past. But when they are in shadow like this, it's because we have grown and we're able to move past what it is that they have to offer us at this point. And you really are able to move through this in a way, if you dialogue with your inner critic and you find out what it is that they're trying to protect you from, perhaps writing down the things that they tend to say most often that are really sabotaging this new beginning for you, and dialoguing with that and finding a new way to interact and finding a way to have clarity in your thinking and to really separate the truth from the illusion, because the inner critic is about illusion. It's about telling us that we're not okay and that we're not able, and when the truth is that we are okay and that we are able. And it does look like you have a lot of spiritual stability right now, and a lot of strength is what's coming up, and connectedness, and it's almost like you have traditions and a past that can really help you out here in knowing how to move through and how to welcome this new beginning for yourself. Not that the ways of doing things are going to overshadow this new beginning, but it's like you already have this tool and this connection that you need. And it's actually I'm really having a hard time describing it, but it's really quite beautiful, and it's really something that you can really lean into and lean on. And perhaps as you explore what's happening for you spiritually, you will be able to find a way to put into perspective what's happening in your thinking, and to kind of realign your thinking, and to have some boundaries and some discipline around how you are allowing this inner critic to upset the apple cart in your everyday life. And with the Eight of Cups, it can be a reminder sometimes for us to really get quiet, and to it's a reflection of the Hermit card is what it is. And I'll see if I can find the Hermit here, and we can have a little chat about that. It's like he's walking away from all his emotions and everything that he knows, and he's moving off towards the mountains. And here in the Hermit card, he's at the top of the mountain, and he is really in a space of contemplation and transcendence, and he's very much in touch with his hope and with his vision for his future, and what really keeps him going, and really, his hope. And in all of this, as it's happening for you, allowing yourself to move away and to have this space of contemplation and quiet and transcendence, away from all the noise and the chatter that this inner critic can dredge up for you. It's okay for you to allow yourself to have this space of quiet and comfort and stability. I do see a lot of masculine energy in your cards this week. So I think it's a matter of finding a balance between the stability that comes from the masculine energy, and really sensing and feeling how that's different from what the inner critic tries to get for us, and tries to, because the inner critic can be very, very rigid. It's like the boundaries and the delineation that the Emperor and that the masculine energy brings into hyperdrive, where it becomes something that's unhealthy for us. So it's moving back into that space of finding boundaries and finding limits, but ones that are not necessarily rigid and dogmatic. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you all the best this week. Bye-bye.